Get ready for your air squats. All right, get to your top in 3, 2, 1, and go for it. 30 seconds of air squats. Okay. Guys, I want you to, if you can, all right, find like a 10-foot space. I want you to reach down for the ground. You're going to run 10 feet, reach down for the ground, turn around, come back, and continue that, okay, for a total of, let's call it, let's call it like 5 times, right? So find a spot. So each time there and back is 1. I want you to do 5 times. So find a spot, run about 10 feet, touch the ground, so like a little shuttle, and then go back, touch the ground. That's 1, do 5 times total, all right? Or you guys can run in place if you don't have any space at all. All right, hit it. Yes. After you're done with your 5, come back to me, or you're running place, just stay right there. All right, we'll make the timer the people that are running back and forth. Okay, get a squat width once you get back. And down to the bottom of a squat and hold 30 seconds. Chest high, reach out in front of you, arms high. Keep torso nice and straight. And up to the top position, lateral lunge, alternate sides, go. 30 seconds. Okay. All right. 10 foot, down and back 5 times. Let's do it again and go. Touch the ground. Nice little explosive sprint, and then touch the ground. Just keep moving. Come back to me when everybody's done. We'll hold our squat together. Okay. Down to the bottom of a squat, set, down, hold, 30 seconds. From the bottom of the squat, we'll come up together, and the 30-second mark, we'll go right into our lateral lunges. Then I'll talk about part 1. Okay, and lateral lunge, 30 seconds, go. Nice big stretch, arms out in front, reach up towards the sky. Upper body, keep it nice and straight. All right, guys. Awesome job. Okay. So today we're going to start off, we're going to go to like a landmine row. All right. So don't worry about if you don't have a barbell. We're going to take one dumbbell or one kettlebell without having any stability with the opposite hand on an object or anything like that. We're going to lean over into a row position with our dumbbell or kettlebell by our side. All right. Keep the shoulder nice and locked in place. And we're going to pull the dumbbell up. All right, so traditional row, but just no stability on the other side. So just focus on keeping the other side nice and locked into the ground because you're going to be loaded on the side that you have it on. We're going to do 8 reps, all right? So you're going to pull the dumbbell or kettlebell up to the top, or if you do have a barbell for some reason, all right, you go to the barbell and just grab onto right before where the weights are with your fingers cupped around the bar. And you pull the bar towards, elbow goes back in towards hip and butt. And we're going to lower down nice and slow, 1 to 2 seconds down, 1 second pause at the bottom, pull back up for 8. We're going to do 8 reps on each side. And then we're going to go to some Bulgarian split squats, all right? So foot elevated behind you, all right? And then the opposite foot out in front, all right? Nice slow tempo on the way down, but no pause in the bottom. So 1, 2, 3 on the lowering. And then as soon as you get to your bottom position of that 1, 2, 3, all right, we extend back up for 8 reps on each side. So when you're done on 8 reps on each leg, you're going to go to 12 Bulgarian jumping squats with the leg that you started with on the weighted ones, and then you'll go to the opposite leg and do those. All right, so no weight for those. Those are going to be body weight. All right, so a dynamic movement. All right, so we'll start off with the weight. We'll hit both legs, and then we'll go to the body weight and hit both legs. Is there any questions on the 3 exercises?
I don't think I got how the landmine rows we're doing are different than normal.
It's not much different. I didn't know who had, access to a barbell. I know most of you guys don't, but so instead of having your hand on something, like I said, we're just going to lean over and try to stabilize the opposite side of the body.
Okay.
With that load on whatever side we're pulling from.
Okay.
So this is staggered feet.
I'll set you guys up. Let's go jump stance. Let's take our dumbbell or kettlebell. Let's start off with our let's say left side. Okay. All right. So let's go left hand. Stand out in front of you. Okay. Feet are right underneath shoulder. Hinge at the hips. Shoot the hips and pelvis back. Your dumbbell is by your side. All right, so just one dumbbell. Okay, and everybody lean over, lock your shoulder into place. Take a nice loose grip on the dumbbell so you're actually elevated, Scotty, so you don't have to go all the way down to the floor. So just slight hinge at the hips. Okay, loose grip on the dumbbell so we can force the lat to move the weight. Okay, now pull the elbow up and back towards the hip and butt, and then I want you to take 1, 2, 1 second pause at the bottom. All right, feet step, feet jump stance. Both are together. Yep. Okay, and so now you guys are loaded on that left side. D, take your arm off. Yep. You're loaded on that left side. So now I want you to pay attention to that right side, all right, because your body's going to want to shift in the direction where the load is, obviously. So we want to try to load the opposite side and drive the foot into the floor as hard as we can, while staying really nice and tight on that opposite side, all right? So 8 reps. Steph, keep your hand off your hips.
Okay.
And then once we do the 8 reps on that side, guys, let's switch over to the opposite side and go 8 reps on the opposite side. All right? Force the obliques to work. D, take a together stance, all right? So not staggered.
Oh, wait.
So dumbbell by the side of the leg.
So just like straight over hinge?
Yes,
Straight over.
exactly. Perfect.
That's hard.
Yeah, very hard.
Yeah.
Because now, you can activate that opposite side. And cutting out. Okay. What is this? I think it's everybody. Internet is shitty. I'm sorry for the interruptions. All right. We're going to take our foot now. We're going to take 2 dumbbells or 2 kettlebells, ideally. Okay. If you only have one, that's okay. We'll make it work. All right. So let's bring your left leg out in front of you with your opposite leg elevated on the chair, box, etc. behind you. Bring your foot out nice and far and stagger your stance a little bit so your foot is out to the side a bit. So when you go down, you have a nice stable leg. All right. So shoot the hips and pelvis back and lower yourself down nice and slow for 3 seconds. So 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. No pause at the bottom. Come back up for 8 reps. Contract the low ab by like blowing out through the lips. Okay. So concentric, like blow out really hard, power breathe through the lips and contract the low ab on that side that you're working. On the way up. Okay, once you're done with those 8 reps, I want you to switch to the opposite side. Go 8 reps on the opposite side. And then once you're done with that opposite side, I want you to take your foot, go back to your original side, and we're going to do 12 jumping without weight on the original side and then right into the opposite side, 12 jumping. So same position except no weight this time and jumping off the ground a little bit. If you don't feel too stable with the foot elevated, you can go with your opposite foot on the floor, but try to keep it elevated for the movement. Twelve reps on the left and then 12 on the right. No weight. Good, Bri. Good, D. Go for it. Right into it.
Into the jumps now?
Yes, right to the jump. Yeah, immediately, right after those weighted split squats. Burn a bit. Right there. Very good, guys. Okay, take about 30 seconds, and then we'll get right back to our landmine row. Okay, I want you guys to focus on stability and, you know, nice, tight, straight body position here, right? So these get a little tricky because the load is on the side that it's on. It's going to make you want to shift a lot. All right, so let's go together. Let's get set together, and I'll adjust you guys. I can see pretty much all of you anyways, all right? So grab your dumbbell, all right? I want you to stand up to your waist with your dumbbell by your side. Okay, feet are underneath shoulder. All right, they stay aligned. All right, now lean over to a hinge. Okay, now everybody lock your shoulder in place. Okay, and then nice, if you can, loose-ish grip on the dumbbell and think about contracting the lat to get to the top position. Now I want you to squeeze your right or left, depending on what side you're loaded on. So squeeze the opposite side really hard and drive the opposite foot into the ground really hard also. Okay, so that forces you to be nice and stable on both sides, balanced. Remember the lowering, nice and slow. 2 seconds down, 1 second pause at the bottom. All right, once you're done with that side, go to your opposite side for 8. We'll take about 30 seconds off once everybody's done, and then we'll go to our Bulgarians. Try not to jerk the weight to the top, just slowly contracting the, what's that?
I'm just said go slower.
Little tiny bit. like at the top position. Don't get the last like little bit of a pull. You know what I'm saying? More so contraction all the way up as far as we can get it. And we'll work range of motion over the course of the sets. Okay,
What am I doing wrong that it starts to be too much in the lower back?
lower back. Yeah, because you're leaning over with a load, right? So now
Yeah.
we have to really, really think about the obliques and the lower abs, like really, you know, squeezing them.
Okay.
Try not to go into too much of an arch either. So let me look at you from the side next time we do our next set, all right?
Okay.
That way, like when you put your head and neck up and you go into too much of an arch, automatically causes like flexion, extension in the spine and like just any, it takes like our natural curve away. So if you have to actually just round a little bit forward in the set, right? Not
Yeah.
too much, but just a little bit, it'll help stay hollow and squeeze the belly a little bit harder.
Yeah, I'm
And then
doing
keep
the
your head
opposite.
and neck
So,
neutral. So just let your eyes follow like how you're taking yourself into the hinge pattern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bulgarian position, guys, now. Okay. If you're ready, grab your 2 dumbbells. Let's do our 8 on the right and 8 on the left. And then immediately, once you're done, right, everybody probably finish a little bit at different times. I want you to get right to those body weight dynamic jumping Bulgarian squats. D, kick your foot out a little bit more.
Okay.
If you can. So like, so that you, okay. Yeah, no, that's better on that side. All right. Look at your shin, guys. When you go down, try to keep it as vertical as possible. You kick your hips and pelvis back just a tiny bit. All right. Then we can load the hammies and the glutes besides just the quads. And then again, when you're lowering and you're coming back up out of that weighted squat, think about, can I blow out through my lips and contract the low ab, specifically on the side that you're loaded on.
This is the hardest exercise for me.
Me too.
It's so hard.
If I
I
don't,
agree.
if I don't really focus and really force myself into like extreme tension, my left side is so bad. Like I feel like I'm gonna collapse with any kind of load as I'm lowering. It's such a great exercise. It works in balance, so good for like squats and things like that. If you do it a lot, it gets really better, like really quick. If you don't do it a lot, it goes to shit very quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so like it's a good exercise to if you have some time, like, you know, and you want to add it into your week, like at some point, you know, and I'll try to do as much of them as possible with you guys, but you know, lunging and Bulgarian squats, just like, you know, such a great exercise to transfer over to leg strength and balance, you know.
So what, like twice a week or 3 times a week?
Yeah, and pick the side that you're not finding a connection and you're having a big trouble with, and do double the amount of sets on that side. So if for example, if we're doing, say, like if you do it on your own and you want to add like 3 sets in during the week, do 3 or 4 sets on the weak leg and then just do a couple sets on the opposite leg. All right. That way you're still working the strong leg, but you're bringing the other leg over, like basically think about like everything is an arch, right? And if everything is come together nice and balanced, then everything will be strong together. But if you have one side that's over here a little bit, you have to do a little bit more work on that side to get it to the balance. All right. So Sarah, all right, guys, we go to our last set of the sequence. We'll go to our landmine. All right, so Sarah, grab your dumbbell, stand up, stand to the side. So let me see you from the side. Go, you know what? Go to the other side so I can see you loaded. Okay. Now take your head and neck and face it down a little bit more. And now the computer wants to pause.
No. Say it again. You just broke up a little bit.
Wait, hold on. I lost you for 1 sec. What'd you say?
Just say it again. Take the what?
Okay. Now lean over. Okay. Now lean over a little bit more and shoot your hips and pelvis back and try to load your hamstrings, but keep your head going. Yep. Okay.
Take the what?
Okay. Now lean over a little bit more and shoot your hips and pelvis back and try to load your hamstrings, but keep your head going. Why is the internet so bad? All right. Now squeeze your belly very hard. Drive your feet through the floor. Is it a little bit better?
Yeah, I think so. I think the curving is the thing.
Yeah, the curve. Keep the natural curve. Like you don't want to go any unwanted flexion or extension. Yeah, because if now like
Yeah, I was trying to arch before, so.
yeah, and then your neck, you were looking up, so your neck was flexed. My internet is terrible. I'm gonna try to. All right, I got you guys for the most part. All right, when you're ready, okay, once you do the both sides of the rows, let's go back to our split squats. Jeff, bring your hips and pelvis back a little bit more. All right, now put your, yep, okay. Now focus on the foot drive. Inhale down through the nose. Exhale up through the lips, contract.
Was I doing it right?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Oh, Jesus.
See, that's better. You kick the leg out a little bit. I see you like more stable. Like if I come over to the side and smack you in the knee, you're not gonna like collapse at all. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by like kicking it out a bit. Because I want you to feel really comfortable. It's like almost like when you land in a split jerk position, you want to kick your leg out a bit. So that way, if somebody comes over and like they try to move you, you're really locked into the floor. Once you guys are done with the loaded ones, all right, go right to the body weight. All right, guys. All right, let's talk about today's workout. We'll get you guys all set up. Make sure everybody has what they need. Okay, so we are going to do a 1,000-meter row would be kind of equivalent to a little bit more than a half a mile. So we're looking 4 for guys, 5 for ladies is usually like the equivalent of the row. But we can keep it equal. If you guys want to, we can meet in the middle. All right. So, let's take it to the 5 minutes. All right. So that way we keep it equal. We'll let the ladies be the boss. All right. So like Sarah, like Steph, Britt, 1,000-meter row, about 5 minutes, right? A little less.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do 5 minutes of running. Okay. Or if you have the access to the rower, you are going to row the 1,000 meters. And then from there, guys, we're going to go to All right, I'll give you 3 choices on the movement. We're gonna do 50 alternating pistols, one-legged squats. You guys can modify them a little bit if you need to put like something elevated on the heel. We can, you know, get like a low box or chair or anything like that, bench, whatever you have access to. You tap the bench or butt to the bench or that object, come right back up out of the position, ideally trying to get as close to parallel as possible on each rep. And then 50 alternating dumbbell snatches, all right? Generally 50 pounds for guys, 35 for ladies, you know, or as close to that load as possible. And then we're gonna go 50 goblet squats, okay? So for the pistols, you guys can modify those further and take it to either a lateral box step up or like a Cossack squat. So you stay in that wide leg stance position for the Cossack squat, and you have your load out in front of you, and you alternate sides for 50 reps, all right? Doesn't have to be an extremely heavy load, because for the pistols, we're not gonna be weighted. So if you wanna load them or do them at body weight, you can do that, all right, instead of loading them at all. And then we can go right to those snatches. Everybody has access to a dumbbell, so I know we're all good with snatches. And then you can use the dumbbell or, yeah, Scotty, from center down to the floor, like right between the legs, come up to the top, make the transition at the top, switch to the opposite side, alternate side each rep. Any questions on the movements? I'll give you the breakdown one more time. So we have our cardio piece, and then we go 50, 50, 50. All right?
Yeah, let me get an ab mat real quick.
Yeah, take your time.
Last 50's goblets.
50 goblets is the last movement, yes.
What weight?
You know, ideally 50 pounds for guys, 35 for ladies for the goblet squats and the snatches, or as close to that load as possible. But again, quality movement, right? Challenging, but not extremely hard. Like, it should be manageable where you can get a big chunky set of reps in no matter what.
I have no idea, so I'm just gonna
What do you got, Ray? You got a 25, right, Steph?
I have a 35 kettlebell and I have 25,
25-pound dumbbell should be a good load.
I have a 32.
Okay, so you want to, all right, so let's try this. Let's try to start off with the 30 for the snatches, and if for some reason it's not feeling good and you're compensating, leaning too much, and you're trying to force it to the top and it's just uncomfortable, just take it down to the 25.
Okay. And for the
do
squats,
your-
a 35?
do your goblet squats with the heavier load no matter what.
Okay, good, okay.
Anybody need any further suggestions or anything like that? Everybody's cool to go?
Oh, a snatch goes over your head.
Yeah, snatch goes from the center of the ground. So we want to turn the dumbbell head, right? The front head, like kind of like facing down like this. So that way we don't have to reach down both heads, all right? So it touches the ground, Steph, and then it's one big pull and punch to the top. So try
Okay.
not to stop at the shoulder. Stop.
All right.
You want to go like straight to the sky.
Okay, I'm gonna use the 25s. I don't think my arm's ready for 30.
Yeah, that's fine. And then load that you can load the squats heavier.
Fine, got it.
Britt, you good? You're gonna get on the rower, right? I can hear you. I can't hear you. I know as long as you say yes to me and you're good, I know that you know the workout, and at least we're good. All right. I didn't hear anything, but I think you're shaking your head and you're smiling, so I think I got it. All right, cool. All right, guys, everybody ready?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Scotty, good to go. D's good. Steph's good. Sarah, thumbs up. Perfect. Bry's good. Wendy, good bunny? Love it. All right, 10 seconds, guys. All right, we're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. I got about 40 seconds left. 5. All right, Bri. Pistols, baby. I know you do them. Good, Scotty. Keep the hands, keep the hands out in front. All right, try to work the range of motion. Try to get down to almost like a parallel position each rep. Wendy, you got pistols or Cossack squats first. That's all right, I got you back. And we go to snatch. 50 reps, alternating legs.
Oh, I did 10. Okay, 10.
That's all right,
Okay.
another 10, and then for the last 30, alternate sides.
Okay.
D, reach to me, D. Like, keep reaching to me. Lean your upper body forward so you can counter the weight a little bit. Kick your leg out when you go down, the opposite leg.
Oh. Why is that harder?
Why is it hard?
Yeah, why is it harder to stitch?
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Never mind.
Try to take as loose a grip as possible on those TRX bands. So that way you're not using that much. You're just kind of using a little bit to get back up. So make it really hard.
Oh, God.
Get those 50 reps done. Once you guys are done with those 50 reps, we're right to the alternating dumbbell snatches. Good. Tap the ground, up to the top, make the transition. Tap the ground, up to the top, make the transition. Use the lats on the pull. Use the chest a bit on the press overhead if you can, right? Try to stay away from shoulder as much as possible. Shoulder's going to get work no matter what, guys. Think about that lats and chest. Lats on the pull, transition, chest a little bit. Good, Sarah. I like it. Go for it. Grip and rip. Guys, tap the front head to the ground. Turn the palm and wrist a little bit down so that way you don't have to take both heads to the dumbbell, right? Changes. All you have to do is tap that front head. All right, 50 reps. Get them done. Steph, no stopping.
Okay, sorry.
I apologize. I'm just trying to push you.
My hands are sweating.
Right after those 50 snatches, you're right to 50 heavy-weighted goblet squats, okay? Push it, guys. Turn it up a little bit. You're almost home now. Come on, Scotty. Keep breathing. Keep moving, buddy. You too, Bri. Keep going, buddy. Come on. We're almost home, guys. 50 squats. These are going to burn. You're going to feel good when you're done. Get neck nice and straight, Wendy. Look at me. There you go. Kettlebell out in front a little bit, all right, guys? Force the midsection to do some work for you. Contract the abs on the way up out of each squat. Squeeze the chest. Support the load. All the way. Full punch. Come on. Finish up strong, guys. Come on, D.
Hold this.
Go, Britt. Good depth, everybody. Excellent job. Come on. Find a breathing pattern. Inhale down, exhale up. Shoot everything back a little bit more, Steph. Try not to go straight down. Shoot your hips and butt back as you go down. All right, work the depth. Good. "50 reps, guys, and we're home." Fight for it. You guys are 11 minutes and 30 seconds in. Try to all get done before 15 minutes. Right, done?
Done.
11:58, Scotty.
I am done.
I am done for the week. Wendy, 12:07. Scotty, yeah, 5 days. No, 1 day off. 4 days in this week.
Yeah.
Playing golf this weekend?
I played last night again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was terrible. I had no energy.
Yeah, we worked hard yesterday.
I am playing again, yeah. I'm terrible. I don't even know why I go out.
Right, 12:35. Come on, Steph. Come on, Britt.
Okay.
13:05. Both of you.
What?
Sarah, you too. You finished? 13:05. Both of you finished together. Come on, Britt. Finish strong. $13.48. Jeez. All right, guys. Let's stretch it out. Let's do couch stretch to start, and then we'll go to scorpion static hold, and then we'll breathe a little bit, all right? So let's everybody kick your toe and foot up to a wall, All right, get something to pad your knee. All right, bring your knee down to the ground, kick your toe and foot up to the wall behind you or whatever object you have, couch, etc. And then I want you to bring your opposite leg forward, all right? Get those quads, hip flexors, and everything nice and worked, all right? So inside hammy, groin area, all right? So start off by putting both hands on your knee that's forward, all right? And start to lean your body forward and shift back and forth. Okay, pulse kind of back and forth for about 10 reps. And then from the 10 reps, I want you to try to sit upright as much as possible and try to get the knee as close to the wall as possible and start to reach up and back, all right? And stretch that leg that's bent. Okay, switch to the opposite leg, same thing. Let's go pulse back and forth first to start and then reach up.
Have a good weekend.
Right, have a great weekend, buddy.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Okay. Once you get a nice little stretch there, I want everybody to lay flat on their belly. Okay, I want you to kick your leg toe, bend it up to the sky, bring it over your body across, all right, facing down. Kick the leg up to the sky and bring it over your body. Hold there. We're going to hold that position for about 30 and then switch to the opposite side. Face down, D. Try to keep your shoulders and upper body as square as possible, straight down onto the ground if you can.
This is this one?
Yes, exactly. Stay there, breathe through the belly.
What is this supposed to be getting exactly?
This stretch right here,
What is it supposed to? Yeah.
it kind of works the outside of the leg, the hip area, and then it kind of opens up the midsection a bit too. You can start to reach the foot a little further and further, and you feel like the upper side of the hip.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and let's lay flat on your back. Face the sky, relax, all right? Just give me 2 minutes. Nice, relaxed, calm breathing. I mute myself and go. All right, guys, when you're ready, you can come on up. Just finishing. Say good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning, Charlie. Having some wine there, Nick?
What's that? I got some wine here, yes.
Hey, nice. Luke, you cracking it?
Wait, well, yeah, I mean, you know,
Come on, it's 7:30. Let's go.
you can't really like, you know, you can't be too conservative anymore. I've come to the realization. You actually have to
Doesn't
go
that
with
get rid of COVID?
whatever you want to do. You just have to go with it.
Say, doesn't that get rid of COVID, Nick?
What's that?
Doesn't wine get rid of COVID anyhow?
Yeah, I know. Well, exercise, health, and happiness, I believe, is the big time vaccine. We don't need a real vaccine.
There you go. It's all internal.
How's everybody feel?
Good. Thanks, Nick.
Good, thank you, sir. Have a great weekend.
Anytime. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday morning.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Nick.
Take it easy.
See you, everybody.
Thanks.